first of all, I love my brother, and I just want him to have like the most fulfilled, best life possible. And such a huge part of that is like,
the Kelce-Swift roller coaster is speeding into overdrive. First up, Dave Portnoy is stirring the pot, claiming Taylor's the secret sauce behind Jason and Travis's millions. Then, insider spill that right after Travis slipped the ring on, the couple wasted no time blasting the news to family and friends. And so on. The wedding plans are locked. Venue? Taylor's $28 million seaside palace. Next, the offers are rolling in, with Foreigner volunteering to soundtrack the big day. Meanwhile, Travis is busy flexing his Patrick Mahomes impression at a Brazil press conference, leaving fans in stitches.
Oh man, it was crazy. It was a lot of fun seeing all the fans there.
And finally, Taylor might just headline the Super Bowl halftime show as Travis gears up for what could be his last NFL season.
She would be welcome at any time.
Is it in the works?
I can't tell you anything about that.
Is it a maybe?
It's a maybe.
Travis and Jason Kelce's little garage beer venture is now sitting pretty at a jaw-dropping $200 million valuation. And while that number alone is enough to make most people choke on their nachos, the internet's loudest sports gossip guy, Dave Portnoy, is calling it like he sees it. This rocket ship doesn't launch without a certain pop star strapped to the engine. You know who. Now, to be fair, the Kelces aren't just putting their names on the cans and walking away. They've been involved with the company's marketing strategy, and the numbers prove it's not just celebrity glitter dust. Revenue jumped from $20 million last year to an expected $60 to $70 million this year. Still, you can't deny the Taylor effect. Ever since Travis started dating her, his star power went from Pro Bowl big to Super Bowl halftime show big. Jason isn't exactly sitting in the background either. He bagged a cushy 3-year, $24 million ESPN gig after hanging up his cleats and is still raking it in thanks to their monster $100 million podcast deal. That New Heights podcast? Let's just say it went from, oh cool, the Kelce bros are talking football, to everyone's aunt is suddenly a listener, the moment Taylor entered the group chat. And it's not like Travis is stopping at beer. The guy's stacking endorsements, energy drinks, clothing lines, and even some acting credits. Yeah, he's already popped up in Happy Gilmore 2 and a horror series, which, honestly, feels like training wheels for the inevitable rom-com career move. Meanwhile, Kylie Kelce has her own podcast, because apparently in this family, if you're not holding a mic, you're holding back. Would garage beer really be worth $200 million without Taylor in the picture? Well, speaking of Taylor, let's talk about how she and Travis handled their engagement. Spoiler, they lasted about 3 seconds before spilling the beans. Forget the whole let's keep this special and private for a while vibe. These two practically FaceTimed the world right after he put the ring on her finger. Their friends didn't just hear about it, they heard about it immediately, like someone pressing send all on an email. Apparently everyone in their circle is buzzing like it's the Super Bowl halftime show. Friends are thrilled, families are toasting, there were happy tears, and yes, gifts started rolling in faster than Amazon Prime on steroids. No over-the-top circus yet though, it's all been small, cozy champagne clink energy. Taylor, of course, slid right into BFF mode with Brittany Mahomes, popping up in her Instagram birthday bash in Nashville. The pictures gave major squad goals vibes, with Brittany bragging about her crew like she just won the draft. Meanwhile, Swift and Travis took to Instagram themselves to announce their big news, posting 5 swoony shots and captioning it with a joke about being everyone's English teacher and gym teacher tying the knot. Honestly, it's the kind of cheesy caption that makes single people roll their eyes and then cry into their ice cream 5 minutes later. The rock Travis picked out? An old mine brilliant cut diamond from Kendrick Lubeck, which sounds so fancy it could probably get its own Netflix documentary. And now the brothers are already joking about best man duties on their podcasts. Jason is basically campaigning harder than a politician in an election year, trying to lock in his spot before Travis's army of friends beat him to it.
I'm gonna fire up something a lot better. We're gonna do a lot more planning.
Yeah.
I gotta be good. I gotta be good at this. Well, first of all, hopefully I'm the best man. We'll see. Trav has a lot of friends. I'm just hoping to get the opportunity.
Right.
Meanwhile, the wedding planning machine kicks into overdrive. Forget the subtle hints and Pinterest boards. We're talking venue and date already being locked down. And no, it's not in some random Vegas chapel with Elvis officiating, though let's be honest, that would have been iconic. Instead, insiders say the big day is heading to Taylor's $28 million seaside palace in Watch Hill, Rhode Island. You know, the same mansion where she once threw 4th of July parties so legendary, People still whisper about them like ghost stories at camp. But here's the snag. Travis apparently wants a blowout bash with everybody and their mailman invited, while Taylor's leaning more towards a let's keep this chic, not Coachella vibe, which basically means the guest list negotiations are about to get spicier than a Thanksgiving dinner argument. Between Travis's NFL buddies like Patrick Mahomes and Taylor's model squad of Gigi, Carly, and Kara, fitting them all into 8 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms might be a tighter squeeze than expected. Though, okay, the private beach and 700 feet of oceanfront probably help. Meanwhile, eagle-eyed fans noticed a certain BFF is missing from the action. Blake Lively, once glued to Taylor's side, has been MIA ever since their friendship went colder than a freezer aisle thanks to that whole legal drama with Justin Baldoni. The Swiftie rumor mill has been churning non-stop because what's a wedding without a dash of soap opera? Still, the Rhode Island estate is basically built for a blockbuster wedding. Manicured gardens, infinity patios, and enough fireplaces to roast marshmallows for an army. Swift even dropped $1.7 million recently on renovations, which sure sounds like someone prepping for the event of the decade. And if you think that's extra, remember, this is the woman who once wired millions for the house when she was just 23, like she's paying for Uber Eats. And speaking of which, apparently Travis and Taylor don't even need to lift a finger for their wedding, because the offers are flying in like confetti at midnight. First up, Foreigner, the band your parents probably slow danced to in the 80s, slid into their engagement with a very public pick us moment. They basically dusted off their love ballads and told the couple they'd be honored to soundtrack the big day. Imagine Taylor Swift walking down the aisle while I Want to Know What Love Is blasts. It's giving rom-com finale. It's giving dad playlist. It's giving chef's kiss. Fans online are already begging the couple to say yes, probably because nothing screams millennial core memory louder than Foreigner belting out while champagne is flowing. But wait, it gets spicier. Vegas has entered the chat. A certain infamous strip club is dangling the ultimate co-ed bachelorette party in front of them, complete with 100 entertainers, lap dances choreographed to Taylor's own hits, and more champagne bottles and a Formula One podium. And the press release? Let's just say it leaned all the way in, pointing out that her album is literally called The Life of a Showgirl. Subtlety? Never heard of her. The club's owner even reminded everyone that Travis is already a fan of the place, which feels like the kind of detail that would make a bride raise one eyebrow so high it disappears into her hairline. Their pitch basically boils down to, why party separately when you can have glitter, bass drops, and sultry chaos under one neon roof? Honestly, it's either genius or the start of a reality show. Over in the gridiron news, Travis is busy showing he's got comedy chops to match his touchdown grabs. At a Chiefs press conference in Brazil, he suddenly channeled his inner Patrick Mahomes and busted out a voice impression so spot on, fans nearly dropped their nachos. In full raspy Mahomes mode, Travis joked about the wild energy from supporters, leaving the whole room in stitches. Patrick, of course, told him to chill, but he was laughing too, because honestly, when your teammate roasts you in front of the media, you can either laugh or plot revenge.
Oh man, it was crazy. It was a lot of fun seeing all the fans there, and
Travis even reminded everyone this was payback for Patrick once clowning him about not knowing where Brazil was on a map. Fair's fair.
He had that one coming for telling everybody I didn't know where Brazil was on the map.
While the bromance banter played out in front of cameras, the ladies were keeping it chic in Nashville. Taylor and Brittany Mahomes hit the town for Brittany's 30th, twinning in black, sipping martinis, and looking like the cool girls in the corner booth everyone else wanted an invite to. The birthday pics screamed classy squad goals, and Swifties went feral seeing Taylor slide so effortlessly into Brittany's inner circle. Just days earlier, both couples were spotted pulling a wholesome double-date move at Arrowhead Stadium, cheering for Travis and Jason's old stomping grounds as Cincinnati faced Nebraska. It doubled as Taylor's debut as the fiancé in front of some of Travis's teammates, and the man admitted on his podcast he was basically blushing like a high schooler introducing his prom date to the football squad. Engagement glow? He's radiating it harder than stadium floodlights.
I felt that at the game, actually. It was my first time introducing Taylor as my fiance to a few of my teammates.
There we go.
So, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Don't you get giddy saying it?
I did. Yeah, I still get giddy.
And this isn't their first rodeo as a double-date power squad either. Flashback to last year's U.S. Open, where the foursome rolled up courtside to watch Jannik Sinner take the win. Between Taylor cozying up to Travis, snapping cute pics of Britney, and all four of them looking like the hottest group chat in sports history, they gave serious royal box energy. Drinks in hand, laughter flowing, kisses on the head. It was basically Wimbledon meets rom-com montage. And speaking of rom-com montages, the NFL might just be cooking up the biggest one yet. Word on the street is that Taylor could finally headline the Super Bowl halftime show. Yes, the holy grail of pop stages, just as Travis gears up for what might be his swan song season. Picture it, one more year of Kelce catching passes while his fiancée is literally soundtracking the intermission. That's not just power couple energy, that's ESPN documentary in the making energy. Negotiations are apparently already heating up, with the league eyeing a pre-Thanksgiving announcement. If contracts are inked by October, Taylor will be jumping into promo shoots faster than Swifties into Ticketmaster queues. And here's the kicker. Sources say this isn't just about business. With Travis maybe closing the book on his NFL career, a halftime set could double as their shared memory of a lifetime. Translation? Forget dinner and a movie, they're doing touchdowns in Taylor. Of course, Rock Nation's got options on the table because Jay-Z doesn't do basic. A country-flavored twist is being floated, with names like Post Malone and Jelly Roll tossed around, which honestly sounds like the most chaotic barbecue playlist ever. But Swift's Eras Tour already proves she can fold any genre into her universe, so the league would be crazy not to lock her down. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.